Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, March the 8th. My name is Anne-Marie Band. This is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform, where we are taking a look at the 4 ETFs that we watch, 2 flat and then 2 leveraged. Where are we? We are bouncing. We've got a gap up, fill the gap pre-market, and now we're looking at these levels around 413 to actually all the way up to 416. Now, what we have noticed, and I talked about this in the futures event, if you don't watch that one and you just watch this, what we have been noticing is wicking patterns up at the top and down at the bottom. We almost have a reversal that occurs at these deep wicks. So what we're going to be looking for is motion that potentially gives us an exhaustive pattern to the upside, another wicking formation that brings us back down. We are building broadening patterns in a megaphone formation, and so that is particularly important in this environment. So what levels are we looking at? 412 as the floor pre-market low, and 412.20 up above that area, 413, 415, 416, and 417. I don't know if it'll come today. I don't know if it'll come tomorrow. Very news heavy week. Below 412, we're going to flesh out 410 and then back into 408-ish, 409. This is my thought about where we're going to stay for the next 2 months or until something significantly breaks, right? We're looking at areas at the low of 403, at the high of 417, and the ranges of the weeks keep getting wider. That just speaks to me increased volatility, algorithmic trading, where traders are really trying to push the floors of these support zones. So where are we looking at for the cues? We've got a topping formation here. Doesn't look particularly strong, but what we do notice is the wicking pattern, right? And this wicking pattern doesn't look nearly as clear for the cues as they do for the spot. And so what we are suggesting here, what I am suggesting, is that the big bounce action is likely going to come off of the fade, but in this particular environment, they are trying to break out. Okay, there are a lot of shorts that are going to get trapped here. If the market runs away from them, they're going to have to turn around and bite to cover. My suggestion is that they very well might, simply because there are a lot of shorts sitting in this market waiting for it to break, and it's just not happening. So what are we looking at to the upside? 322 above there to 324, and then finally to 330, and then 334 in this current environment from the wicking space. If per happenstance we lose the region around 321, we're going to make our way down through the space. The volume patterns here on Friday were fairly weak, and so my suspicion is that we fade, but you never know. We'll tell with the opening ticks. We just need to see further upside action. Again, this is the SPXL. This is a leveraged long that you can also take, making a megaphone or a broadening pattern. It's sitting right in the center. And so my thought is, as long as it breaches above this 74 area, it's going to 75, 76, and 77. If it loses 73 and it does not recapture it, we head down to 71, 77, and 71, and eventually 70, where if it loses it and recaptures it, we're going to have ourselves a delightful trade to the north again. Let's take a look at the TQQQ. This one, very interesting, also a very wicky. Notice these wicking patterns that just completely reverse, but this one is showing a bullish formation. Notice, this is what I like to see, right? We stop here. This is the low. We breach the primary resistance area. We pull back. We make a higher low. And so the motion to the upside is going to be anywhere from this particular area, right? And so where do we have? Any kinds of fades into this zone going to give us more upside. So what are we looking for? Well, wouldn't it be great if it could come in at heavy congestion and dance around this 2730 area, and that would give us this sort of weekly support. We punch it to the north, it gets back to 2850, and then 31 is the next line in the sand, and then 33. So we shall see. Good luck trading today, folks. Stay frosty.